Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new Colossus sessions. My name is Brad. I am joining you today from Chicago. I happen to be in town for Lollapalooza, not in New York as we normally are, and we're being joined by two of our favorite Glasgow-based artists. We've got today Martha Ffion and Savage Mansion. Martha, Craig, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is fun. Thank you for it's been a pleasure corresponding with you guys and setting this up, and now here we are on the internet, and I've had a total pleasure checking out the videos that you have so graciously shot and supplied to us. We always go in alphabetical order for these, so we'll start with Martha first. Martha, could you tell us a little bit about what we're about to watch?
Sure. So this was a session that I recorded with Beth Chalmers and Sue Fair, who are both very talented musicians, and we filmed and recorded it last autumn when COVID restrictions were slightly less in Glasgow for a very brief window. We were at a place called Chime Studio, and the whole project was kind of a way to rework the album tracks in a more minimal way, to just give them a different spin and sort of recreate the original demos that I'd made for the album. But as you know, when you get into the studio, you can go a bit crazy with effects and instrumentation. So yeah, it was really nice to strip everything back, and we dressed like we were in the First Wives Club in like white suits and stuff, because why not? And yeah, it was just really magic to like play music again after the initial lockdown.
Good. Well, I'm glad that you got to do that. Yeah, I mean, unlimited time and bells and whistles are not always a blessing. If you've got time to go back and tweak and tweak and tweak and keep adding, it's like, the first number of hours you spent on it gets it 98% of where it needs to be, and then the next 150 hours after that, you're just making little incremental changes, which aren't even necessarily better.
Yeah, it's a fine line.
Yeah. Well, thank you for providing us with this video. We will check it out right now.
just doesn't get
getting kind of hard just to have a little faith. If it's only when we're scared we give the universe a face, then go back to our old ways. Never quite happy. There's nothing really wrong. Something's gone missing. Never know until it's gone. Ritual beauty. We sang a bolo song, burning novenas, brighter than the sun. Don't you feel like you belong? Don't know you are, make me feel this way. See you in my dreams, but you never look the same. It's getting kind of hard just to have a little faith. If it's only when we're scared we give the universe a face, then go back to our old ways. I don't know who you are, make me feel this way. See you in my dreams, but you never look the same. It's getting kinda hard just to have a little faith. If it's only when we're scared we give the universe a face, then go back to our old ways. Then go back to our old ways. Have you been keeping score? Thought I saw marks beside my name. When this blows over, maybe we'll honeymoon again. Got a cast in your eye now, my hologram's for sale. Your hero made you pricing about the modern age. The temperature changed. You're not so sure. I don't want to wait anymore. It's too late, yesterday's gone. Went and left you with nothing but the radio on. I believed you when you said it'll be worthwhile. yesterday's gone. Went and left you with nothing but the radio on. I believed you when you said it'll be worthwhile. If we're going out, we're going out in style. If we're going out, if we're going out, if we're going. If we're going out, if we're going out, if we're going. If we're going out, if we're going out, if we're going. If we're going out, we're going out in style. It's too late, yesterday's gone. Went and left you with nothing but the radio on. I believed you when you said it'll be worthwhile. If we're going out, we're going out in style. Oh, Rosalie, you're not from this town and you're sure not from money. Hell no, Rosalie. Sit and smile, thinking of you sitting somewhere having one on me. She could drink any bar quicker than your so-called rock stars. Whip smart, kept her hair dark, so the angels would tell her and her sister apart. Oh, Rosalie, you're not from this town and you're sure not from money. Hell no, Rosalie. Sit and smile, thinking of you sitting somewhere having one on me. It's a shame how these days people never mean what they say. Wired thin and determined, she never let the bad guys win. Your parting gift changed how I live. It tried. Been listening for the door. Your footsteps are a sound that I just adore. My love can be so cruel to me, missing you like I'm supposed to, missing you like I'm supposed to, missing you. You came into my life. Now both of us are only just half alive. And I used to sleep just fine. Oh, what are these strange shapes that I don't recognize? My eyes sometimes play tricks when I'm missing you like I'm supposed to, missing you like I'm supposed to, missing you. My old friends don't let me sleep. Take up space in my memory. I still see swimming pools when I remember you. No, don't you go. No, don't you go. No, don't you go. Leave me in this house all alone. Printed on hospital green. Paper for the student body. Hope it didn't spoil your dinner party when they tore apart your decorating scheme. No, don't you go. No, don't you go. No, don't you go. Leave me in this house all alone. Don't let me, don't let me, don't let me, don't let me go. 'cause your war's already won. Over before it had begun. I wanna tell them they're all wrong. Every drunken fool who thinks he knows your song. Don't let me, don't let me, don't let me, don't let me go. Don't let me, don't let me, don't let me, don't let me go. Don't let me, don't let me, don't let me, don't let me go. Leave me in this house all alone.
Nice. We'll leave the credits up there for a second. They certainly deserve all the credit.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. So do you have any production chops? I mean, can you claim any credit for the way that it looks, or was that Connor entirely in terms of the visual aesthetic?
The visual, I definitely have more, more capacity for. So there was a lot of kind of foraging for various bits of props and getting as many cassette players as physically possible into that room. So yeah, I enjoyed that kind of thing, like the music that we got. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very cool mix between all the analog stuff and all the digital stuff. I mean, that Rhodes mixes perfectly with the OP1, that sample pad that you had. Like, they all play very nicely together. So I think you've mixed them together beautifully. And the cassette players, obviously, I mean, that's a nod to the fact that you're getting a lot of mileage out of this recording session. So not only is it showing here, but can we talk a little bit about the cassette availability of the audio?
Yes. So currently putting together a limited edition set that'll have the audio from the session we just watched, and then some remixes and covers and things like that. So just really leaning into that captured on cassette title, milking it for all it's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the appeal of a cassette for you, like, do you audiophile geek out and say, you know, I love the warmth of a cassette or whatever, and compare it to vinyl and compare it to digital? Or is it an audio geeky thing, or do you just like the visual aesthetic of it and holding the thing?
It's a bit of both. Like, it's certainly a nostalgic thing. It's obviously not the best sounding of all the various formats that we have in this day and age, but there is something so warm about the sound of it, and it just automatically transports you back to like mixtapes and recording songs on the radio and stuff like that. So it brings up a lot of warm memories for me.
Nice. This is, yeah. Well, I like it very much. I don't own a cassette player, but I do own cassettes. I just like having them. I like having them nearby and looking at them and touching them. They smell like the '80s.
Yeah. Not that I was around then, of course.
I was around for some of it, not all of it, but I experienced some of the '80s. They were fine. There were a lot of cassettes back then.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. Martha, thank you so much for sharing that with us today. I enjoyed it very much. As I was telling you offline in the private chat, we played it extremely loud, louder than the neighbors probably would have liked last night, but it's, worth it. I regret nothing.
It's hardly Slipknot. So.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. And we conveniently have our second artist of the day right here seated next to you. Craig, thank you very much for joining us and for sharing Savage Mansion music with us today.
Well, Brad, thank you.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about, so we'll do it similarly. We'll, instead of breaking after each song, we'll listen to your entire set all the way through and then have a chat afterwards. Can you tell us a bit about the songs that we're about to hear right now?
Yeah, we recorded this like a month ago in Glasgow. We we like released an album the week the lockdown happened basically, so we didn't really get to tour it that much. Or kind of just jumped straight to working on new stuff. So the set that we've recorded is mostly well, not most of this, like half of new stuff. One song that I think is actually getting played for the first time on this, which is really cool. And then just a few from the previous two albums we have. Yeah. It's great.
Cool.
I'm looking
Cool.
forward to seeing that. I kind of like looked at it once, but it's not the first time I've looked.
Sweet. So it'll be a surprise for you. It'll be like watching it for the first time with fresh eyes. We'll dive in right now.
Here I come, culture was psychic defense. Yearning for a life more abundant. That words on new continent. One for Hampton's Boulevard. Two things to conquistadors and unsolved murders on our victims and the lies I agreed upon. But I won't give up on it so easily. I won't give up on it at all. Taken by the hand, undone everything and golden mountain. Put shelter to an idea, disturb those sleeping dogs. Because silence is violence that has never brought the stars. Helicopter with a burning man, troubled by the experience after you get just what you want. You don't want it, not at all. But I won't give up on it so easily. I won't give up on it at all. We're taken by the hand, undone everything and golden mountain. Here I come. And this is not how it's supposed to work. Sheltered under benign gaze, put gold teeth in a mealy mouth. This is not how it's supposed to work, and this is not how it's supposed to end. Goliath and the print and pressing the TV in your hand. Life more abundant, drumming one split now awake. We're up for all it has to give, not for all that we can take. We are for a life more abundant, drumming one split now awake. We're up for all it has to give, not for all that we can take. And I won't give up on it so easily. I won't give up on it at all. Taken by the hand, undone everything and golden mountain. Here I come. With a string of old tennis shoes, he stepped to me to say, boy, you shouldn't have said that. And it was an intravenous drip. It's in my blood, should be in yours. If you're made of anything. The wicked flee, pursued by none. So now I'll just stare hard upon the ground. And I'm here and you are distant. The white-capped hills between us. But I'll cultivate good hope, face to face with the wigwise. Say you're progressive. So why did you stand? The orange man who spit on strangers and stopped the traffic. Well, there's a new way, and something big is gonna happen. That's bigger than us all. There's a good band right here, and we all like to dance the waltz now. I was told they could kill you, but they won't eat you. No, if you're wig wise, if you're wig wise. I won't stand the wig wise. Many crimes, but no crimes against them children, no crimes against them children. And the land that does surround, what's a crime against them children, crime against them children. And all your empty homes, they're all just crimes against them children, just crimes against them children. Well, the billionaire is scared to die, a billionaire's scared to die. All crimes against them children, just crimes against them children. All crimes against them children, just crimes against them children. All crimes against them children. Everyone's good. Kowtowing to the ones who are keeping me down. The shakedown's begun, no deposit for keeping me down. Tell them how I got to Memphis. I never did and likely never will, but I was there looking for prizes. I was there looking for prizes. I was there looking for prizes, but I found they're taking the credit for everything that we could be. They've given us hope and protection, retail for the streets. Those who purchased Calvin Klein did covet their neighbor's wife and gaze at memorial devices. Gaze at memorial devices. Gaze at memorial devices. When I found so it gets sad and done, knowing that nothing is real. The myth of the legends, the fight for all you can steal. Remind me again, just what are the rules? It's a game that's not meant to be played by fools with no business talking of prizes. No business speaking dreaming of prizes. No business talking of prizes. No business dreaming of prizes. No business talking of prizes. When I found one, two, three. When I take the well-worn cobbled path, Irish bars, tourist town, wonder when I got so old. Merry-go, you've been circumnavigating all the fine, far-flung places in my mind. Not a sign of things to come. Hell no. Tell me now what's on your mind. I won't be your contrary. On behalf of all mankind, I'm sorry for the things I said when I was slow and terrified. I've been working on my water cooler talk. I don't get to talk a lot, but I won't sleep on the job. Mary girl, you've been driving me to desperation now, to the other side of the world. When you tell me that you want to be free, so I'm quite a paramour. You're near enough forbidden. I find myself another job and keep my declarations. Hey, are you getting married to that man? I've really tried hating him, but I can't. And do you think it's strange that I wear my hair the same these days? Do you drive that car? Do you drive it down to the college? Do you hold that song where slip the gaps in your fingers? Do you sail on? Do you say hello to your neighbors? Do you sail on? Do you say hello to your neighbors? Does he drink too much? Does he take much more than he could handle? Was he a nephew rare and still not ready, no, to take the mantle? You saw the afterglow, waiting impatiently down by the river. You thought that it was love, take me out? Won't you take me to the old playhouse, to the horror show? We can sit back at a safe distance. Do you say hello? Do you say hello to your neighbors? Do you say hello? Do you say hello to your neighbors? Build a statue of me. I don't care about no one. Water lovely sunset. Maybe I'll just buy one. No fights in the garden. This is mine, that's planted. And no skull and crossbones. It's your morning breakfast. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. It's a bloodstained handshake, but it sounds like hotcakes. And it's last year's message, never given a break. For the panic stricken folks on planet Terra, who's the poison ivy in the echo chamber. You're in trouble. You're in trouble tonight. Night, 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 night. You're in trouble. No more trouble on my side. The airs of John McClane, shoes to let the rain in, yeah. It's the same struggle. Tall boxes on the green for international brethren, yeah. It's the same struggle. Street preacher culture, that's entertainment, but the agitation real is the same struggle. The chalk streets are whitewashed to think we're gonna have to march, yeah. It's the same struggle. We're going where the fight is hot, and though it's not in the backyard, it's the same struggle. Neutrality, non-intervention, let it linger, let it happen. It's the same struggle. A broadsheet and tabloid agenda, crystal clear, it's always been though. It's the same struggle. That community left from George Square, paying for the privilege. Well, it's the same struggle, and not for profit, not for pipes, not for glory, and not for lights, and not for trumpets, and not for show, not drawing lines around my home. The international, the international, the international, whoa. Better to die than follow tyrants, tyrants. It's the same struggle. Better to die than follow tyrants, tyrants. It's the same struggle. Better to die than follow tyrants, tyrants. It's the same struggle. Better to die than follow tyrants, tyrants. It's the same struggle. There is a place we know so well, and it's the same struggle. There is a place we know so well, and it's the same struggle.
Nice. Hey, there's Connor again. Well done, Beth. Well done, Lola. Craig, Beth, and Lola. You guys did great. Is Titan Props, was that the name of the space itself?
Yeah, so it's like a big prop studio in Glasgow, and they do like stuff with TV and all sorts. They just built like a studio kind of infinity wall, I think they call it. And it's great. And I don't think it's been used that much. We were kind of one of the first ones. But it's a great space to film in. Do what you want.
Yeah, dude, that's amazing. I mean, that was a very, very wide shot, and it's cool. It's like a disco version of John Oliver's Blank White Void. It sounded wonderful and looked wonderful. Thank you to the props studio. Could we Life More Abundant, right? That's the name of the first tune you played today. Yeah. So Life More Abundant is going to be on the upcoming record. Which, do you know the release date for the record, or do you just know next year at some point?
Yeah, I think it's going to come out in March. I guess it's like up in the air a little bit because vinyl is taking so long to press just now.
Yeah, supply chains of like everything they're so unpredictable.
We're going on tour with our label boss, picked this trailer in the UK, so I guess it's gonna have to come out before that, even if it's just digital. But hopefully the vinyl will be ready. We sent that we're getting. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Have you felt like the lyrics have? I mean, are you moving towards like a more overtly political version of lyrics? I mean, I heard a couple in there that stood out. Not necessarily. I mean, they didn't seem like overly political songs in nature, but a couple of those lines, like, you know, say you're progressive, so why do you stand by the orange man? And you know, better to die than to follow tyrants. That's great. I mean, I'm on board with all that shit. Do you feel like your lyrics are trending in that direction, or is that like just a one-off that just occurred to you?
I think it's something that it comes up a lot. The tyrants thing. I read this book about this guy, John McLean, who was like a big, prominent Scottish socialist activist, and the kind of the ties between him and the International Brigade and stuff. And that's what the last song's about. I think I don't want to become like that. Not because I'm not into the stuff. I think I just like to keep it a bit more open to all of human experience, and not just the political side of things. I don't think it's going to go in that direction, and if it does, it'll be more abstract than it.
Yeah.
In a long way.
Yeah. No, dude, I felt like that was pretty efficiently done. I like that answer. So the lap steel on prizes was outstanding. Has that been in your band's arsenal for a while, or is that a brand new acquisition?
It's a pretty new acquisition. So Andrew's a fantastic guitar player. He, like, during the lockdown when all this stuff happened, he was like learning that. He just spent a few hours a day playing the lap steel. He can really play it now. It's great. So, like, those two songs, Wigwise and Prizes, we've left off the album because they're like a bit more like towards our kind of country-ish alt rock tendencies. They don't really fit with the rest of the new record, but we put them out as standalone singles anyway. And we just kind of we played lap steel on both of those in the recordings, and it's brilliant. I quite like to do it. It was just like, why don't I do just a country band, to be honest, at some point? That'd be great.
Yeah, that was the. I mean, there are a number of highlights in the set. I think perhaps my most favorite highlight was Prize. I mean, I like the sound of that instrument quite a bit, and it's an unexpected sound with the rest of it. I mean, it does. I hear exactly what you're saying in terms of that being a song that probably would not be cohesive with the rest of them. Yeah, it's an unexpected sound that I like very much. So. I'll compliment you in a very roundabout, weird ass way. So I'm trying to say I like it.
We all love playing that song as well. I think it's that kind of like, I don't know, something you could like dance to with your granny or something. I don't know. I think it's quite like, it's great fun. And yeah, I love the lap steel.
Yeah. Do you one other thing that occurred to me? Do you find yourself saying hi to your neighbors? Have your habits in terms of interacting with strangers or not strangers, neighbors who happen to be strangers, do you do that now during the pandemic? Because I feel like my habits have changed a little bit. Like, I interact with every stranger in every elevator now.
I mean, when I interact with strangers in elevators, it's fucking awkward. Like, I catch myself saying things and I'm like, did you just say that? I think I'm out of practice, you know? But, no, like, in our block that we live in, like, we're all like, we know everyone by name now. We think that happened before. We're like, you know, I bumped into my upstairs neighbour on the street yesterday and like spoke to her for 10 minutes and found out like she's going to be a teacher, and like, you know, just it's quite nice actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would necessarily happen before. Yeah, you don't be best friends with everyone, but it's good to have some sort of vibe with your people close to you.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, I'm not good at it. I mean, I live in Manhattan, and it's maybe, I don't know, it shouldn't be different, but it kind of is different. I mean, there's, you know, 6,000 people to live in the building that I live in. I know one of them. Yeah. But I know all the strangers in the elevator, so I guess I'm doing something. Man, well, is there a publicly available title to the forthcoming album, or is that still under development?
No, there's not a publicly available one.
You know it, but it's a secret.
Actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere. Yeah, I'll sit on it for a wee while longer.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to put out the first single in November, so, soon.
Good. Well, man, thank you so much for sharing the new music and the music that is already out in the world with us today. I really enjoyed everything that you, Craig, and you, Martha, did. We really appreciate your time. Thanks for hanging out on your Friday evening with us.
Thanks for having us, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Well, I hope to see you in reality before too long. Maybe at New Colossus 2022 in Manhattan.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Have a great night.
Bye.